Yeah.
Peek at this because there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Game one of the day, and already we're seeing our first lineup, that is Sans Battleship.
That's right. That's right. We've got, well, let's talk about HSR, who did bring a battleship.
Yep.
They've got their Schlieffen with, oh boy. Okay, so that's not Lutyens. That's the other one. I can't remember the exact commander name with the buffed consumable specialist and vigilance. Interesting choice for a Schlieffen there. There's your Colbert we talked about, and a Howden with unique upgrade, an Henri, a Stalingrad, because who needs a battleship when you can take that thing?
Seriously.
A Kleber with unique upgrade, and a Vamp Deuce in the house.
I
Tell
do
us
like
about AAO.
I do like Vamp Deuce. Let's have a quick look at the south side. Oh my God, Zath. We were just memeing this ship, and there it is. We'll start on the left here. Black Blueberry. That's going to mess me up. In a Svea. Nice little low detection radar cruiser, light cruiser guns. There's our Sevastopol. Madre de Dios, why would you do this to yourself? Okay, Imark's got bigger balls than I do, so let's run with that. On his starboard side, Orca in a Castilla. Fairly standard build there. And Nicey in a Howden Liu, running unique upgrade. We'll talk about what that means in a moment. Triple Destroyer lineup here for AAO. Esgara and a Smalland headed to sea early. Okay, nothing particularly unusual about that build. Simply Cat and a Delny. This is another ship we're going to see a lot of today. The Asia teams in particular love them some Delny. And then let's have a quick look at the one destroyer going left. That's Andy's Shimakaze. Unique upgrade. Other than that, very standard torpedo-centric build there.
Sounds good. Chat coming in from 5 minutes ago. Laffy is for free if you do get the 2 phases, apparently.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. In other words, everything else added together on top of that, all of it adds up. Got it.
Yeah, you gotta do your missions. But yeah, so Howden Liu unique upgrade gives it an extra charge of its fun Dutch oven planes that can, drop forth bombs from the heavens. Hallelujah! And you give up, of course, some DPM with a reload module or range. But hey, Howden Liu is a good choice if you want to park someplace and bomb somebody else that's parked someplace.
Indeed. I think we're going to see a bit of early contact here. Simply Cat's Delny going to come around the corner and don't quite catch a glimpse of Yami's Colbert, but that's going to change here in just a moment. Presumably Yami going to keep going around this island, and that should put him... Man, he is really alone out there, Zath. And there we are. Everybody lit. Now, you said this was unique upgrade Colbert, yes?
Yes,
so he is a little stealthier than the average Colbert, but very much not on the gunpowder. Yami in a bit of a pickle here. He's going to have to turn back to avoid this island, and he's losing a ton of HP early here.
Well, that's the problem with unique upgrade Colbert, is it helps you get closer, takes care of your concealment problem, but you lose a lot of your DPM. You lose a lot of your main battery reload. So, yeah. It also gets you in trouble quicker, too.
It can indeed. Simply Cat losing a little bit of HP, but Delny doesn't mind that so much with her heal. Neither does Smalland. So a nice early denial of the Colbert push over here on the 10 line. And, of course, being this cap configuration of North, we're going to see a lot of action along the 10 line.
Yeah, it's, this cap config, you typically see a lot on 9-10. It used to be that teams loved to go 2-3 line. But that hasn't been the case for quite some time, Raptor.
Nope. Sevastopol taking what could have been a good shot at Caddy Schlieffen, not really coming up with anything there. As the Howden Liu bombs begin to fall on Scott's Stalingrad. Good hits there.
Yep, and Scott does use a defensive anti-air to try to swat away some of those planes before they can drop bombs.
There we go. A much better hit from the Sevastopol there. Into the Schlieffen's bow. You aimed that one a little farther forward, I guess, not getting pins on the deck. I mean, not getting pins through the belt.
For those of you guys who don't know Sevastopol, she's got a heal, but it's a unique heal. It is a slow tick, long duration heal. So you have to train yourself to use the heal pretty much as soon as you start taking damage.
Yeah. It's a very, very slow burn heal, a very awkward thing to use. And
not sure.
Go ahead.
Not sure why HSR is shoving their Howden Liu forward right now.
I'm not sure either. Okay. He's trying to get... I think he was trying to get into the cap here. Yeah, looks like they're trying to sneak him through this gap, and he's going to make it. cost him a bunch of his HP here.
Yeah.
Now, Sevastopol, if memory serves, these are basically Siegfried guns, right? Like the...
Yes.
Okay, which Siegfried is an excellent ship. Those guns are crazy accurate for the German 15-inchers, but man, that heel is so weird to play with. Now, I don't know about you, Zath. I've kind of been ignoring the one line, but have a peek. Arona's Vamp Deuce just getting absolutely wrecked over here.
Well, that's the advantage of the Svea, right? She can smoke herself and she can radar anything that's detecting her. So as soon as she gets detected, pop up the radar, bam. And, well, you can see the result of that. Arona actually now burning.
Percy
7 seconds till DCP.
Yeah, Percy is busting. No, it's not. Percy is busting out the AP and getting a good salvo in there on Black Svea, but it's the early kill here on HSR's Vamp Deuce over on the one line that's going to flip the score.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, one of the things
advantage to AAO over here.
Very much so. One of the things that you can kind of see on our overlay system. Shout out to Wargaming for the mod makers for getting this set up. The point values of the ship are shown in the HUD, right? You can see the ship name, the captain, the nation, and all that sort of thing, and then the point values. And I've always loved this part of this tournament, Zath, because it's something unique to Warship Masters, and it's also something interesting to think about of, what is a ship really worth? What is it that drives the value?
Well, and it speaks to the fact that this game is obviously not balanced around competitive environments.
No.
And so that's the idea behind the point system, is to try to balance it without banning ships outright, which, hey, starting tomorrow, I believe there are some bans once we get to the playoff bracket.
Yes, sir. Correct. Full court press here from HSR coming down the 8, 9, 10 line.
Nice hit from the Henri, their little busters on Nicey Nader's Hound Lu.
Well, it's about to be another one.
He's just got to absorb all of this. Yami, I don't agree with Yami's decision to come out, but okay.
Yeah, I feel like this is a big risk. He's going to get away with it, but I don't know that I would have made that play, but that's HSR's first kill. Lead flips back. They're up about 100 points here. Plenty of time on the clock. As I mark Sevastopol trying to hold the door closed here and keep the Stalin and the Hound from just free reigning through this cap.
Hodor. I see what you did there.
He's definitely trying to hold that door closed, but I mean, his heel's ticking, but the problem is eventually that heel will be out and he'll be left with a gap that he can't manage and heal through necessarily.
Well, right, and it's 30 seconds left for his heal, so it's gonna he might even take enough damage while the heal is going.
Yep.
So we'll have to see what happens with him there.
AAO
training room.
Go ahead.
Training room, you can't use OPs off. I mean, you can, but you don't get his any of the talents from the legendary commanders.
Yeah. AAO holding, pulling the Castilla, the Delny back down to the bottom corner, kind of threatening this HSR swing around to pressure the Sevastopol's position. Caddy on fire, still 5-6 seconds away from another heal. That'll be coming in shortly. Hydro up and ticking. He'll see these torpedoes from Esger's Smoland here and be able to dodge those. But it looks like Yami's going for another run, another torpedo charge, Zath.
Yeah, and we haven't talked about this, but Scott's Stalingrad is also quite low.
Yep. All right, Sevastopol knows this is coming. The guns are waiting.
Torpedoes on Caddy.
Oh, he knew those were coming. Oh, my goodness. That feels like a huge unforced error there. Kleber's going to finally pick up the Sevastopol. Each team losing a ship, and the lead continues to grow here for HSR.
Caddy started turning away with his rudder when those torpedoes were detected, so he just didn't have any time to react to them. Very well-placed torpedoes by Esgera Smoland.
Andy Shimakaze making the loop now into A, threatening HSR's backfield a bit here.
I like how they're taking Black Blueberry and relocating him to B.
Yeah, it's not going to do him any good where he is now. It's still a very, very small health advantage here for HSR. They've traded a tremendous amount of health to make this flip around push down the 8-9 line. They've made it work, and so now it's a question of, can they sustain it? Can they carry this through? They need to clear Orca Powers Castilla down here on the bottom of the map. The Henri trying to make this happen. That's Little Busters.
Yeah, I always talk about this when I do replay analysis. If you're kiting away, you kite to the corner because you drag people to the corner.
Yep.
I actually did a replay yesterday where somebody won because of that.
Buster's doing a great job of not allowing himself to be baited that far out of position. He can no longer see Orca. Orca down there, what are we? I can't see the timer there. 50, 60 seconds from a heal, his last heal on 1,200 HP.
And Buster has no idea he's that low. That's the crazy thing right now. He's
No
going to watch
eyes.
this later and say, why didn't I just come out?
Yeah, no vision. but for the moment, that Castilla is as good as dead. The trick is he's not dead, and those points are still worth something. Yuzura's Howden Liu in trouble over here.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now. This is looking spicy here.
He's got a heal tick in, but it's going to be out shortly. And, of course, Howden Liu burns like a battleship.
Yep.
Like a Stalingrad. The super heavy cruisers tend to burn fairly long. All right. Stalingrad radar coming up here at A, trying to push the Shimakaze out.
Yep. Perseus saying thank you.
Perseus
and opening up.
Perseus very excited for the possibility to kill this Shimakaze that has been torturing him. But it's Scott that picks up the kill. Now,
yeah,
Perseus is turning, like he sees these coming. He's got to find a gap here. I see the gap he's trying to make.
He's got it. He's got it.
He does have it.
Woo.
Whew. Close. Little butt pucker moment there. Uriza trying to retreat his Howden Liu through the gap here in the middle of the map. I don't think he's going to make it. He's going to burn down. They're going to bag these points at the same time they recoup the A cap. But game one looks, at this moment, like it's going to go to HSR, Zath.
1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Little Busters is in trouble in the Henri. He's using his very last heal right now. Running away from Simply Cat's Delny. I think he'll be okay. It's just a question of fire RNG, because he's currently DCP down for 30 more seconds.
Yeah, he's got to live. He's got to live 60 seconds. He's now down to 7K. His heals are gone. He can't put this fire out just yet.
He's blowing on it.
He's trying. Yeah, he's trying to get to hardcover. I think they're going to get him, Zath.
Yes, they are.
They're going to get him.
That's a time extension that AAO desperately needs.
Big time extension for AAO. Frees the C cap back up for them, but I don't think they can get there in time. 1:20, and the closest ship is probably the Smallland. And he's
Smallland, yeah.
I don't know, about 10 clicks out, and the Delny, I don't think there's any way the Delny gets there in time.
Yep. So 1 minute to go.
I have to see.
Question of
feels like HSR down a ship, but it feels like all they have to do is just hold, and they'll be okay. The Castilla and Delny team, the Castilla and Delny team going all the way down to J10 feels like that bought them some time, but I don't think it's going to be enough, because even if Simply steps on to C, I think the B cap is going to tick him out.
I like Scott's use of the radar right there.
Yeah, I do too.
Safety, double check. Is there anything out there? All the radars going, all the consumables going, because you've got 20 seconds left until game's over.
And they're about to pick up this Smallland. Now, Yami could fire his guns. He has 0 damage. Well, it can't have 0 damage. The mod is picking up 0 damage, but they can see Asgara now. They know exactly where he's at.
He's done 0 damage.
Yeah.
Yami has not damaged a single thing.
We know that's wrong, because he smashed 2 ships with torpedoes. He has 2 kills.
That's correct.
So I think the mod's just not tracking that for some reason. But there it goes. HSR claims game 1 here. Ta-da! Look at that. A very traditional play on North, Zath, but sometimes the old ways are the best ways.
Very true, very true. And yep, you're right. Yami with 2 kills and somehow 0 damage. Lol. All right. Well, it's